A mysterious object seen in the western Oklahoma City skies.
Is it a plane? Is it a UFO? We can't figure it out.
A strange sight in the sky last night over Oahu caught the attention of many people.
I'm not tripping. What the is that?
What is going on?
Every day, people across Canada report seeing a UFO. Some things just can't be explained.
From sky dragons to spaceships, falling stars to failed missiles. Featuring the insane entities, our skies have astonished everyone.
It's like the Lord is gonna come through those clouds any moment.
Probably a UFO because it's unidentified.
And if that's all you seek, then you better stay tuned for mind-boggling sightings.
That's in the sky, above the ocean.
And the intriguing truths behind them that'll have you on the edge. Lindsay Curry, a resident of Glasgow, saw a strange shape flying over her flat.
Probably a UFO because it's unidentified.
The object was moving from the northwest to the southwest of Glasgow. The UFO, or unidentified flying object, was an unusual shape, possibly disc-like, and moved smoothly across the sky. It had no visible wings or lights, making it even more mysterious. Yorkshire, the UK's UFO capital, has had over 200 sightings in 2 decades, with many happening this year. The strange object eventually disappeared into the clouds, leaving everyone shocked. London UFOs. On a cloudy evening in London, a group of people noticed something strange in the sky. Several shiny UFO-like objects appeared, moving in a perfect circle. The objects had bright lights that blinked on and off, creating a glowy effect.
What is going on?
People stopped and stared, pointing up at the sky.
Nah, I'm not tripping.
The UFOs were floating silently, making no noise as they moved. They seemed to be exploring the area like they were on a mission to take over the Earth. Some thought they might be controlled by intelligent beings from another world. After a few minutes, the UFOs suddenly disappeared, leaving everyone surprised by the sight that was both amazing and scary.
Nah, man. It's gone, look. See how it's just...
Door to another world. On September 23, 2023, people looked up at the night sky and saw something super weird. 2 bright lights were seen in the dark sky over a city. On the left, there's a white, shiny spot. On the right, a glowing oval shape that looks really strange. Some folks think it might be a portal, like a doorway to somewhere else we can't usually see. Others talk about something called Project Bluebeam, where they say people might use fancy tech to make pictures appear in the sky. We don't know for sure what these lights are, but they sure got everyone talking. Canadian sky mystery. Have you ever seen something in the sky that made you stop and stare? A family in Canada sure did, and it was out of this world. One night, this family spotted a strange object spinning in the sky. It wasn't just any old light. This thing was flashing red and green and even looked like it was on fire. When they zoomed in, it was unlike anything they'd ever seen. The object seemed to be burning, almost like it was using fuel to fly higher. It could have been a plane, a drone, or something we can't explain. Dome of the Rock light. In 2011, on the CBS Early Show, a journalist was reporting live when a bright light appeared over the iconic Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem.
Bright light is seen descending over the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem.
Viewers saw the UFO-like light slowly descend over the dome. It then paused in midair, creating a mysterious and eerie sight. Suddenly, the light shot straight up into the sky at an incredible speed and vanished in no time. This bizarre incident, seen live on national TV, left both viewers and the journalist stunned. Russian sky glower. One evening in Russia, people were stunned by a very bizarre sight in the sky. A local resident managed to capture video footage of a strange, human-like figure flying through the air while sitting down. Its appearance resembled that of a witch from old stories. Those really interested in strange things carefully studied the video frame by frame. They came up with ideas about mythical creatures, beings from other dimensions, or even aliens taking that funny flying shape. I believe there are unexplained mysteries that could still be out there waiting to be discovered. Cylinder UFO. According to a report in the Daily Mail, a video from 2007 seemed to show a mysterious cylindrical object following the Space Shuttle Atlantis soon after it launched from the International Space Station. The object, which looked like a semi-transparent, elongated shape, was seen moving at the same speed as the shuttle. UFO researcher Scott Waring compared it to other cylinder UFOs and orbs spotted in NASA footage over the years. The sighting remains a focal point for UFO enthusiasts and researchers. Alien spaceship. In a major US city, locals caught a jaw-dropping sight on their phones. A strange glowing object showed up in the sky, unlike any normal plane. Videos showed a long shape with bright blue lights, hovering almost still high above the tall buildings, like it was looking for somewhere to land. People who believe in aliens got very excited about the sighting. They said it was proof that aliens were checking out cities, but others who aren't so sure had simpler ideas. They thought it might be a new kind of drone being tested, a big setup of lights, or just a trick to get lots of views online. Failed Russian missile. According to a report from the early news on December 10, 2009, a strange blue spiral seen in the Norwegian sky that puzzled witnesses was actually caused by a missile launch failure by the Russian military. The report explained that the spiral pattern appeared because the missile released combustible vapor that froze at high altitudes. The colored lights came from the missile's bright burning rocket engines.
Hva i helvete er det der?
Initially, people were scared and thought it might be something from outer space, like black holes or aliens visiting Earth. However, based on when and where it happened, experts concluded it was likely due to a problem with a Russian missile test. Streaking objects. In April 2024, people across Southern California were captivated by an unusual sight as several bright, streaking objects lit up the night sky.
What is going on?
Many witnesses quickly took to social media to share their videos and photos of the peculiar luminous traits. Some thought it might be UFOs or a meteor shower. However, SpaceX, the company that launches rockets, confirmed that the streaks were from their rocket launch at Vandenberg Space Force Base. They were sending more Starlink satellites into space to learn some hidden secrets. Costa Rican portal. A woman captured a moment in the skies of Escazú, Costa Rica, that amazed everyone.
I have never seen anything like this. This is the sky here in Escazú, Costa Rica.
As she filmed the calm sky, a bright portal started to form. It looked like a spinning circle of glowing colors, mixing blues, purples, and golds. The portal is shone with light, making the whole area glow. The edges of the portal sparkled and shimmered, making it look like the sky was opening up.
It's like the Lord is gonna come through those clouds any moment.
The colors moved like they were alive, creating a magical and mysterious scene. The video still, till this day, reminds us of the incredible mysteries our universe holds. Space rings.
Oh my god. Okay, it was scary.
The friends were driving when they saw a sci-fi movie view in reality. It was sun glowing in the sky, but not our usual sun. Around it spun two rings, one blue and one white, dotted with twinkling lights. The rings moved, circling their makeshift sun like tiny galaxies. Amazed, the friends pulled over and grabbed their phones to film the unbelievable sight. While some might say it's just a reflection or a camera trick, I think there's more to it. Our universe is vast and full of wonders we're just beginning to understand. Japanese UFO sighting. A passenger on a flight over Japan had a surprising experience while looking out the airplane window. He saw something strange hovering above the clouds, completely still and making no movement. Grabbing his phone, he quickly recorded the unusual sight. The object didn't look like a plane or a bird. It was something entirely different. It was a UFO that seemed like a long building in the sky. Many who saw the video thought it might be a UFO, perhaps preparing to go back into space. But what do you think about the sighting? Let me know down in the comments below. Flying dinosaur. High in the sky, something incredible was caught on camera. A man was paragliding in the mountains when he saw a flying orange dinosaur. He quickly took out his camera and recorded it. The dinosaur looked amazing as it flew through the sky, something no one would believe. It had bright orange scales and large wings that flapped powerfully. The dinosaur's long neck and tail moved gracefully as it flew, making it look like a creature from a dream. After a while, the dinosaur flew away and disappeared over the horizon. People believed it was a wonderful mystery, showing that there might be creatures we haven't discovered yet. Sky dragon. A man was paragliding and enjoying the pleasant weather when something amazing happened. He saw a flying white dragon among the clouds. The dragon's shiny scales looked bright in the sunlight as it flew through the sky. Its long body moved along with the fluffy clouds. Before the man could fully understand what he was seeing, the dragon disappeared back into the clouds. So, did the man really see a dragon? Or was it an angel? This mysterious sight has made everyone wonder about the hidden mysteries of the world. Falling stars in America. On the night of July 15th, 2021, people came out to watch a really strange thing. The three bright stars began to move in the sky. It looked like stars broke away from their spots in the sky and started coming down to Earth. They were glowing in bright blue-white light. As they got closer to the ground, they lit up everything around them like it was daytime. The glow faded away from the sky, and where each light had landed, there was a small, warm rock. These strange rocks were taken by researchers to the lab for inspection. Still, the report needs to be announced officially by scientists so we can have our speculations related to its origin. Stormy UFO. In 1993, a man saw a mysterious object during a stormy night. One night, a man saw a UFO during a lightning storm behind the mountains. The lightning lit up the UFO, making it easy to see. It looked like that UFO wanted to land on the mountain, but before it could land, the UFO disappeared behind the mountains. Now, if you're uncertain about the floating object's true identity, let me tell you, it was a UFO for sure, because I have certainly never seen something so strange. Yellow lights. In London, residents were puzzled by strange, bright yellow objects seen in the sky.
Man, the phone can't zoom in anymore.
These objects didn't move like regular planes or helicopters. They stayed up there for about an hour, making people wonder what they could be. Some thought they might be drones or balloons.
It's not a drone. It's not a balloon.
While others believed they were spaceships from another planet. Then, just like that, the yellow lights disappeared, leaving everyone curious and confused. Well, I believe it was a UFO for sure. Bizarre humanoid figure. A very strange video from Australia has emerged, showing what looks like a human-shaped black figure floating high up in the sky.
Oh my God!
It's unclear exactly what this object could be, but it appeared to be a humanoid, a flying creature unlike anything he had seen before. It was completely black in color, with a distinct head and what looked like 8 straw-like legs dangling down, making it seem almost like a jellyfish. The true nature of this floating humanoid figure will likely remain a mystery. However, scientists are studying other worlds to know the creature's real home. Flying ocean creature. During a picnic on Coronado Island, a man saw an incredible sight above the ocean in a bright sky.
Coronado fucking Island. I don't know how well you can see that.
A flying creature unlike anything he'd seen before. It was completely black in color, with a distinct head and what looked like 8 straw-like legs dangling down, making it seem almost like a jellyfish.
That's in the sky. Above the ocean.
Some speculated it could be a never-before-seen species. Without further evidence, the flying ocean creature proved its existence to us. Sky electric blue. The New York City skyline put on a dazzling light show for witnesses last Thursday night, bathing the sky in an electric blue glow visible up to 25 miles away.
Like the alien
Some thought they were witnessing an alien invasion, citing the bizarre blue coloration. Others feared it could be the start of an attack or catastrophic event. A few even wondered if a superhero battle was unfolding in the night. The source was actually an electrical incident at a power plant in Queens run by Con Edison.
Fire in turn affected some transformers.
Officials say a fire affected transformers, causing a bluish flare-up in the night sky. Russian sky object. In October 2021, people in Russia spotted a weird glowing object in the night sky. It looked like a big balloon, glowing brightly with lights all over its round shape. The object was so bright that it lit up the sky, catching the attention of many locals. Some even managed to capture photos and videos of the mysterious sight. When strange things like this appear in the sky, scientists usually investigate to determine if it's a meteor, a satellite, a weather balloon, or another flying object. Cow abducted by UFO. This farmer couldn't believe his eyes when one of his cows, peacefully grazing in the field, started floating up into the air, going against gravity's rules. It kept rising higher and higher until a round, saucer-like object appeared above it. The farmer watched in shock as the cow was pulled up in the air by an invisible force. That force could be none other than a UFO. As the camera captured the mysterious shadow of the spaceship, it disappeared suddenly into the sky. But the real question is, what do aliens want with a cow? That's what made the incident a bit more concerning. Light pillar over China. In Shenyang, China, residents were stunned by a mysterious sight in their night sky. A towering pillar of light hovered like a UFO behind some buildings. Videos show the beam stretching high into the darkness, appearing and disappearing at the same time. Some suggested the light pillar could be the result of advanced alien technology like holograms or even an interdimensional portal. Others offered more earthly explanations, like powerful spotlights, laser shows, or an optical illusion caused by reflective atmospheric conditions. While the true nature of the luminous phenomenon remains unclear, we can't deny the existence of such creatures. Mexican hat cloud. On November 6, 2002, in Catemaco, Mexico, a local shopkeeper filmed a strange object in the sky. It looked like a hat with a pointy bottom, moving slowly above the town. The shopkeeper grabbed a camera, wondering what it could be. Experts said it was a spaceship. The odd shape and careful movements of the spaceship suggested it wasn't just passing by. It seemed to have a purpose. Maybe it was gathering information or observing our world. While we can't say for sure, it's possible this spaceship was on a specific mission when it appeared over Catemaco. Dancing cloud. One day, a man looked up in the sky and spotted something unusual. A small cloud was acting differently from the rest. That cloud kept changing its shape and floating around, but the other clouds weren't moving.
It's a fucking cloud with lights in it.
Curious, the man took out his phone and started filming. He wondered why this cloud was so active when everything else in the sky was calm. Later on, the man learned that what he saw was probably a special kind of cloud called a lenticular cloud. These clouds form when wind blows over hills or mountains, making the air go up and down like waves. This can create clouds that look like they're dancing in one spot. So, even though the little cloud seemed magical, there was actually a simple reason for its odd behavior. Squid-like sky. The video showed something floating in the air that looked a lot like a big squid. It moved so calmly, like it's been here before. That got people in town talking. Maybe the sky creature came to Earth earlier and knows its way around. That could be why no one saw it anywhere else. It picked a time when it thought no one would be looking. Locals were not sure if it was a smart alien or just a weird animal we don't know about yet, but the way it behaved made everyone wonder. Maybe it had been there before without anyone noticing. It seemed pretty comfy up there, like Earth's sky was no big deal. Red cloud. While on a holiday in Phuket, Thailand, Darren Blakely saw a huge red cloud come down from the sky and just sit in the middle of the street. On April 22nd, Blakely, 53, took a video of the odd cloud. Now, clouds can sometimes come down low, but this one was different. It was big, red, and shaped funny. It made people think, is there something hiding in that cloud? It seemed to know exactly where it wanted to go, which is weird for a normal cloud. Sure, there might be a normal reason for a low red cloud, but its weird shape and color made everyone wonder. Was it a spaceship that could copy the weather like Thor's powers? Well, we don't know for sure. but one thing's clear, this was one spooky sight you wouldn't want to mess with again. Russian light stingray. In 2018, something lit up the night sky in Russia. It looked like a giant, glowing stingray, and it had everyone talking.
Trời ơi, không thể biết được nó là cái gì luôn. Mọi người nhìn đi.
A local camera caught the action near Nizhny Novgorod, where a big soccer game was coming up. The sky turned so bright, people couldn't believe their eyes. Turns out, it wasn't aliens or anything scary. Russian space experts explained that a Soyuz rocket had just blasted off from a place called Plesetsk Cosmodrome, way up north. When the rocket went super high, its smoke made that cool stingray shape in the sky. So, even though it looked like something from another world, it was actually humans exploring space that made the light show. Parallel light pillars. Curious events recently caught the attention of people in Russia and South Korea, leaving them amazed. In Russia, witnesses were stunned by the appearance of parallel light pillars in the sky, creating vertical columns of light. This happened recently, surprising observers with a beautiful display. Similarly, residents of Jeju-do Island in South Korea were shocked by a rare light pillar phenomenon lighting up their night sky. These pillars are caused by light reflecting off ice crystals in the air, creating vertical beams that seem to stretch upwards. The rare occurrences, although explainable by science, continue to captivate with their natural beauty and mystery. Miami light. In Miami, as the sun set and stars began to twinkle, residents witnessed an unexpected visitor. A strange light descended from the heavens right into their neighborhood. One quick-thinking local grabbed a camera as the light moved downward, casting an eerie glow over homes and streets. People came out of their houses, pointing and staring as the illumination got closer. Hearts raced. Would it land? What was it? The light slowed its descent, hovering just above the rooftops, pulsating with an otherworldly radiance. Then, as suddenly as it appeared, the light shot upward, leaving a trail of sparks before vanishing into the night sky. Experts later suggested it might have been a meteor burning up in the atmosphere, or even space debris re-entering. Floating castle. In China, everyone looked up at the sky and couldn't believe their eyes. Right there, above all the big buildings, was something that looked just like the magic castle from the movies. It was kind of see-through, like a ghost castle hanging in the air. People on the street stopped and stared. They saw this huge, fancy building that seemed to be sitting on the clouds. It was so high up, it made the tall buildings below look really small. But wait, did Hogwarts really fly to China? Nope. Smart locals say it was probably something called a mirage. That's when the sun and air work together like a magician to trick our eyes. They can make us see stuff that's not really there. So even though there wasn't a real flying castle, it was still super cool to see. Terror bird. A big, scary-looking bird, known as a terror bird, was spotted strolling across the sky. It looked like it was climbing down an invisible ladder from the clouds to the ground. People on the street stopped and stared. Everyone had a theory about what was happening. Some thought it was a glitch in reality, like we're living inside of a computer program. Others wondered if time and space had somehow torn open. A few even whispered about secret experiments or magic being involved. It was a mystery that took place in the air, just like the bird itself. Sky Jesus. People were going about their day when suddenly they saw a figure in the sky. But this wasn't just any figure. Many swore it looked just like Jesus. The person seemed to be rising up into the clouds, as if returning to heaven. Locals grabbed their phones and started recording, not believing their eyes. You could hear gasps and cries of joy in the video. Some people fell to their knees. Others hugged each other. Many were crying, overwhelmed with happiness at what they thought was the return of Jesus. Whether it really was Jesus or not, this event touched many hearts. Flying angel. One day, as people were looking up at the fast-moving clouds, they spotted something incredible. There, flying alongside the clouds, was what looked like an angel with big wings. It wasn't just floating, but actually flying, keeping up with the speeding clouds. People couldn't believe their eyes. They watched in wonder as the winged figure soared through the sky, its wings spread wide. The sight was both beautiful and unbelievable. Some grabbed their phones to take pictures, while others just stood there, mouths open in amazement. Smoky Angel. This guy was cruising along, filming the buildings around him. Suddenly, he spotted something wild, a smoky figure that looked like an angel. It wasn't just sitting there, though. In a blink, this misty shape leapt from a pole to a nearby building. The driver was quick with his camera and managed to catch the whole thing on video. He couldn't believe what he'd seen. After he stopped, he played the video back and zoomed in. There it was, clear as day. A smoky angel-like figure making an impossible jump. I believe it might be a ghost. Pterosaur sighting. This amateur video shows a bird that resembles a long-extinct creature. A pterosaur, a flying reptile from the time of dinosaurs. The creature had a long beak, wings like leather, and a tail trailing behind. It flew through the air just like the pterosaurs we saw in movies about dinosaurs. Scientists say pterosaurs went extinct long ago, so what could this be? Well, I think it might just be the time of their return. Stormy Angel. One day, as dark clouds were rolling in, a person was watching the sky. Suddenly, he saw something strange. It looked like an angel. Not just any angel, though. It had big wings and was flying right into the dark, stormy clouds. Here you can see a bright figure with wings spread wide, flying upwards. As it flew higher, it seemed to disappear into the darkness of the clouds. Was it really an angel? Or maybe just a trick of the light? We may never know for sure. But for the person who saw it, it was a magical moment he will never forget. Aegean Sky. Looking out from the window at the beautiful Aegean Sea, a group of passengers on a recent flight were cruising over the Aegean when they spotted something bizarre in the sky. It looked like the back end of a spaceship peeking out from behind the clouds. Everyone on that side of the plane rushed to the windows, trying to get a better look. They could only see part of it because the clouds were covering the rest. Was it really a UFO? Where did it come from? Where was it going? The passengers were freaked out and excited at the same time. They took photos and videos, but in no time, they lost sight as the plane continued towards its destination. Disc-shaped UFO. A family traveling in a car saw a tiny dot in the sky. It was a disc-shaped UFO floating silently above the town. The UFO moved smoothly through the sky, reflecting sunlight off its metallic surface. It changed directions effortlessly and moved without making any noise. The UFO remained in the sky for about an hour before it finally disappeared. The photos and videos taken by residents were shared widely and eventually sent to NASA for analysis. NASA examined the footage carefully and utilized it to study and understand the phenomenon better. They added it to their growing database of UFO sightings. San Francisco. In San Francisco, there was an amazing light show in the sky on a night in 2022. A video was shared showing what seemed like radiation from space going through a storm, making something like the northern lights on top of the clouds.
But we could see them dancing behind the clouds, and I've never seen anything like it because they were green and pink. That was the first time in my life I had ever seen those colors.
Some thought this was because Earth's magnetic poles were shifting. The sky was filled with brilliant colors, swirling and dancing, casting a magical glow over the city. The video made people even more curious and created a breathtaking display that seemed too beautiful to be real. But later, it was found out it was actually a giant rainbow spotlight not far from San Francisco State University. Spanish meteor. The European Space Agency shared a video showing a breathtaking meteor captured by its Fireball camera above Cáceres, Spain, near the Portugal border. The footage revealed a bright, fiery streak light up the night sky, mesmerizing everyone who saw it. Initially, many thought it was something extraordinary, Later, the agency explained that it was a small piece of a comet traveling at 28 kilometers per second. As it entered Earth's atmosphere, the comet fragment burned up, creating a brilliant trail. The piece eventually decayed over the Atlantic Ocean, leaving behind a fading glow and inspiring awe and curiosity. Black rings. There had been numerous reports of a strange sighting. People sighted a large, dark, smoky ring in the sky. Many were worried and thought it maybe was a ghost out there or a magical trick.
Oh my God, the aliens have attacked.
But later on, when the videos of it got viral on social media, the reality turned out to be completely different. Experts said the mysterious black rings were typically caused by explosions in power transformers. Such incidents can occur when transformers are not properly maintained. They reach the end of their lifespan or experience sudden power surges. Louisiana Pyramid. A mysterious sighting had caught attention in Louisiana, involving an odd object resembling a pyramid UFO hidden within the clouds. Witnesses observed a large UFO shaped like a pyramid drifting between clouds. While the clouds moved, the UFO remained fixed in the sky. The sharp edges of the object stood out against those fluffy clouds. The sighting puzzled onlookers as they wondered about the origin and nature of the stationary pyramid-shaped object among the moving clouds in Louisiana. Some thought it might be a fancy airplane, or perhaps a message from another world. Indian lightning. An unsettling phenomenon has been observed in the skies over India, involving a mysterious object that resembled a cloud, which also emitted lightning-like flashes. Footage of the phenomenon captured the attention of many, raising questions and sparking curiosity among witnesses. The unusual behavior of this cloud-like object, with its light flashes, left people wondering about its origin and purpose, leaving them to wonder about the nature and purpose of the luminous, cloud-like object in the sky. The subscriber's pick. In October 2022, something incredible happened in China. A man saw a spaceship in the sky while he was driving on the road. People stopped to watch because it was so unusual. When the man zoomed in with his camera, he saw a spaceship with lots of bright lights on it. It looked like it was trying to find a place to land on our Earth. Authorities were called, but they couldn't explain the mysterious sighting. But it sure gave the UFO enthusiasts another reason to believe that aliens are spying on us. What are your opinions on it? Let me know down below.